Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying for Beginners. Today we're going to tie a Delaware Adams. The hook I have in the vise is a size 14. The thread I'm going to use is black. I'm going to use Viva 16/0. You can use 8/0. Going to start the thread behind the eye of the hook, and we're going to take that back halfway. And then we're going to come forward half of that. And that is where we're going to put our wing. For our wings, we're going to use Grizzly Hackle tips. And you can see I put a little bit of a crew cut on the end of those. And our wings should be just the length of the shank. Going to tie these in facing forward, and I'm going to leave a little bit of that crew cut exposed. This way when I lift it up, we're not going to have any fibers going stray. Just going to leave them down for the moment. I'm going to take the thread and wrap a base of thread back to the tail now. And we'll stop that right where it would hang at the barb of the hook. Now for the tail, we're going to take a ginger hackle and a grizzly hackle, and I put them together. And I stood them up at the 90 degree. And I'm going to take them all off at the same time. So I'm going to hold them by the tips, and I'm going to grab a bunch of it and just pull that off at the same time. Going to tie this on for the tail. Put a wrap underneath the tail. Now, a Delaware Adams has a grizzly hackle going through the body. So I have my grizzly hackle, and I gave it that crew cut, and we're going to tie that in right at the rear and secure that. Now we're going to take our Adams grade dubbing, and I'm going to use the super fine dubbing. And we're going to wrap that body up towards the wings. I'm going to put just a small pinch more on there. Now that we're up here, I'm going to lift the wings, and I'm going to wrap right in front of them to keep them upright. And then you can kind of figure 8 through them to get them divided. We have upright and divided wings. Now we're going to take that body hackle and we're going to wrap that forward, palmering it. And when we reach the end of the body, we're going to go ahead and tie that off. Take that excess hackle and we're going to remove that. Now for the hackle, I have a ginger and a grizzly, and I have them with the convex sides together. I'm going to tie them in right in between the wing. We want to leave just a little bit of hackle. Going to hold up those wings once again. You can see that hackle stem is pushing it down. And I left just a little bit of exposed hackle. Now we're going to take our hackle, and I'm going to wind them both at the same time. You could do them one at a time if you'd like. I'm going to do them both at the same time. And when I reach the wing, I'm going to hold them up and get one nice and tight to the wing. And then we're going to give it another 2 turns. Go ahead and tie them off. And then we can remove that hackle. Going to tie the head. Pull those hackles out of the way, back. Take our whip finish. Going to get rid of that hackle that's sticking out in the front. We're going to put a little bit of head cement on the head. And here we have the Delaware River Adams. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions. And most of all, thank you